Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Oh, wait. I couldn't possibly continue with this video without letting you hear the absolutely awesome music track that plays before we hit the title screen. Enjoy! Absolutely marvelous. So what was I going to say? Oh yes, welcome back to Obsessive Compulsive Gaming. I am the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, and this is our full game playthrough for Splatterhouse 2.
Oh, this looks like quite a gory game.
Oh yes, Bertrum. It is definitely that. Gory. But one thing I can definitely say this game is not is sexually gratuitous, because, sadly, for some people who might like that kind of thing in their video games, I mean, me personally, I'm not fussed neither here nor there. Not that I'd be offended by the occasional testicle or two, but that's, neither here nor there. But yes, incredibly violent video game. Well spotted, Bertrum. So like I was saying, this is Splatterhouse 2, sometimes known as Splatterhouse Part 2.
Where is it known as that?
Why, in Japan, my fine fellow.
Have you ever been to Japan, OCG?
No, sadly not. I did have a dream that I went to Japan once. I have played a lot of video games set in Japan, but been there? No, can't say I ever have. Unless, of course, I went there, got hit on the head by a samurai, was knocked unconscious, and then woke up suffering from amnesia, wherein I was shipped back to the United Kingdom and had absolutely no memory of what happened in the last week or so. Then, no, I don't think I have been to Japan. I have been to London, though. Mostly because I live there, but that's neither here nor there. So this is the original version of Splatterhouse 2 on the Sega Mega Drive, known as the Sega Genesis for my Yankee viewers out there.
Wanky?
No, Bertrum, not wanky. Yankee.
Oh!
It basically means they live in the United States of America.
Have you ever been to America, OCG?
No, can't say that I have, Bertrum. I did have a dream about America once. No, wait, I've already done that skit, haven't I? Doesn't make a lot of sense if I do it again so early into the video. Let's just continue on, shall we? So the basic premise of this game, this sequel, is that 3 months have gone by since the events of the first game. Rick, that's the rather buff chap you see here in the hockey mask, is still suffering from his guilt of being unable to save Jennifer. That's his girlfriend. And has been plagued by nightmares of her and the terror mask ever since, which has somehow reformed. After breaking at the climax of the first game. So as you probably saw in that little intro bit before we started playing, the mask reappears to Rick, that's the buff chap here in the hockey mask, and tempts him to find the house, telling him that Jennifer can be saved. Again, Jennifer is our girlfriend, not our mother, not our second cousin with a squinty eye, not the cashier that works at the local supermarket, but our girlfriend. So the mask basically gives us our power once again, and we move into the game like we are very now. And as you can see, this is a side-scrolling game. We're going to be playing through 8 stages of gaudy gloriousness. So as you can see, we can punch, kick, jump kick, slide kick, use weapons, all of that good shit. And of course, fight a boss at the end of every single stage. Now, contrary to public opinion, probably confusion in the mistranslation, but the house that we go to in this game is not the house from the first game. You know, the West Mansion. That also turned up in the remake of Splatterhouse, a remake which I might add is absolutely splendid. So much so, I'm gonna put a little card up here in the top right, telling you to go and look at my video on the remake. And yes, before anyone points out the obvious, I am indeed using cheats in this game.
Oh, naughty.
Yes, says the manservant sitting there with his tackle out.
Oh, I wasn't aware you could see me.
I can see everything, Bertrum. I can see everything. No, I didn't say put it away. I wasn't complaining that your tackle was out. I was just simply pointing out the irony of you calling me naughty for using cheats when you're sitting there completely in the buff. That's all. You know, you can play a version of this game in the remake.
Oh, can you?
You can.
Oh, can you?
You can.
Oh, can you?
Haha, you can indeed. In fact, you can unlock all 3 of the original Splatterhouse video games. I'd very much like to see a new Splatterhouse game being developed. Maybe they could even call it Splatterhouse 4 and give it those retro throwback graphics like we've recently seen in games like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge or Terminator 2D No Fate. I think that would be absolutely marvelous.
Do you?
Haha, I do.
Do you?
Haha, I do.
Do you?
Haha, yes, I do. Right, try not to distract me too much, Bertrum. I am trying to play this game after all. I might have cheats enabled, but that doesn't mean that you should be distracting me every 2 seconds. In fact, why don't you go and make me a coffee? That would be absolutely splendid.
But we don't have any coffee.
Oh, well, in that case, maybe you can go and pour me some refreshing soda drink thing then.
But we don't have any refreshing soda drink thing.
Well then, maybe you can go and pour me a glass of water from the tap.
I think the taps are broken.
Oh, god damn it then. Do we have anything that I could possibly partake as a beverage?
No.
Oh, god damn it. Fine. We will just have to hit the local supermarket when I'm finished with this playthrough. The same local supermarket that our girlfriend in this game, Jennifer, absolutely does not work at.
Where is Jennifer?
Oh, we'll see it eventually. When I say eventually, I mean right at the bloody end of the game, but still. Absolutely marvelous soundtrack in this game.
Oh, yes. You can say that again.
Absolutely marvelous soundtrack in this game. Oh my god, Bertrum, I'm just looking up these, physical copies of Splatterhouse 2 on eBay while we're playing this.
Yes, and?
My god, this game is expensive. £104, £120, £100. There is one for £78, but that's for the cartridge only. No one wants the bloody cartridge only. You want the box and the manual. Especially given that video games these days don't have bloody manuals with them, do they?
No, they do not.
I miss those simpler times.
Simpler times when you were much more simple.
Yes, I suppose I was younger, so yes, I suppose we could say I was more simple. Well spotted, Bertrum. glad the original Splatterhouse isn't on the original Mega Drive. Sega Genesis, you know. Like I said, you can play it as part of the remake. Even if you don't like the remake, if you like the original 3 Splatterhouse games, then you can just play it for that. What could possibly be wrong with that? I mean, granted, the remake is very expensive to get a hold of these days. You can't just simply go onto the PlayStation Store or Xbox Live and buy it and download it. I hate it when they do that with video games. They make it you have to only be able to get the physical copy. A lot of people don't buy physical copies these days. Again, something I miss from a simpler time when we didn't have to buy things digitally. In fact, a couple of tweets to this. Someone's probably already done it, and you could turn this into a very respectable Friday the 13th game. Although why Jason would be fighting abominations out of a H.P. Lovecraft novel in a Friday the 13th game is neither here nor there. I've said that quite a lot in this video, haven't I?
Said what?
Neither here nor there. Maybe it's becoming my new catchphrase. Maybe at the end of reviews I won't say stay obsessed with gaming. Maybe I'll just say, whether you buy this game, it's neither here nor there. Or when I'm critiquing a game, like for example if I say, the character's breasts aren't big enough, but that's neither here nor there. Or if I say, dear God, that boss fight was a difficult boss fight, but that's neither here nor there. Of course, we had Splatterhouse 3 as well, but that was a little bit of a change over the formula of the first 2 games, if I remember correctly, which I do remember correctly. That one had some kind of bloody time limit, and the house was set out like a goddamn maze. Don't know how many times I tried to get through that game legitimately sticking to the bloody time limit. I always ran out of bloody time. Absolute pain in the rectum. Look at this, I've still got this bloody eBay page up. Splatterhouse on the PlayStation 3, £174.99. That is a sealed copy though. And then by comparison, Splatterhouse 3, £17.50. Yes. We can see what's the more rare game, can't we? Splatterhouse 3 gets a lot of hate, but I still enjoy it from what I remember. Apart from the backtracking in that game. Absolute pain in the ass. There is multiple endings in that game though, if I'm remembering correctly. And I think Rick had some kind of devil trigger thingamajig in that game, where you'd fill up a bloody power meter, then transform into some big hulking bastard. Except in that game, I think the mansion actually belongs to Rick. Yes, sure it is. I'm sure he bought the mansion because he became successful on Wall Street or some nonsense.
You pulling my leg?
Well, not right now.
No, I mean, are you joking? Wall Street?
Yes, I'm absolutely sure. Wait a minute, I'm gonna pull up the Wikipedia page when I see this. Let's see, plot. Game takes place about 5 years after the events of Splatterhouse 2. Rick and Jennifer have since married and have a son named David. Oh, here we are. Rick has also become successful on Wall Street and has bought a mansion in Connecticut, putting the memories of the terror mask behind him. Meanwhile, the mask feels the ancient energy that it recalls from ages past and begins to speak to Rick. Rick must don the mask for the third time and fight the monsters that have invaded his mansion. Rick first fights to save Jennifer, who has been kidnapped by an entity known as the Evil One. But it is revealed this was only a distraction while the Evil One took David. I don't remember any of this. Rick eventually defeats the Evil One, who had planned to use David's latent psychic abilities to unlock the power of an object known as the Darkstone. Upon defeating the Evil One, the mask reveals its true evil intentions. Rick must then destroy the Terror Mask permanently. Oh, that kind of, sort of happens in the remake. Kind of. Like I said, Splatterhouse 3, 4 different endings. Bad ending. Both died. Another ending. Jennifer dies or turns into a mindless beast, but David is alive. David dies, but Jennifer is alive. And then we have the good ending. Both alive. Should both survive, the ending is different. Apart from a more pleasant tune, the mask's dialogue changes. Instead of saying that he'll survive, he cries out, "Can't see, can't hear, I'm dying," before shattering. Dear God, the mask sounds like a little bitch in this ending of the game. It continues as normal, saying Rick returns to his family, finally free from the Terror Mask for good.
Oh, that is a good ending.
Yes, isn't it, Bertrum? Isn't it? Speaking of endings, we're getting rather remarkably close to the ending of this game.
And then maybe you'll play Splatterhouse 3?
Maybe I'll go to the toilet. I will have something to eat. Oh, drank down a delicious beverage that I've been deprived during this playthrough, and then maybe I will play Splatterhouse 3. I don't think I've ever played Splatterhouse 3 on the channel before. I definitely know I played this game several times. In fact, I think this was one of the very first games I played on the channel back in 2020.
Oh, that's a long time ago.
Yes, a remarkable long time ago. 'Twas a simpler time.
A simpler time, and you were much more simple.
Well, yes, like we reiterated before, I was slightly younger in 2020, so I suppose, yes, I probably was a little more simple back then. Yes, game developers, get your finger out and get us another Splatterhouse game. You can make it even just play the same as this one. Call it a new remake, or a reboot, or call it something like Splatterhouse Unearthed, or Splatterhouse Resurrection, or Splatterhouse Splatter. Something like that. I'm not great at coming up with titles for sequels. Splatterhouse Ass to Mouth. No, don't call it that. Don't call it that. Mostly because I want to call my own video game that. Not the Splatterhouse part, but the other bit. The bit that mentioned the ass and the mouth. That's what I want to call my own video game. If I ever decide to make my own video game. If I ever decide to learn how to make video games as opposed to just playing them. Then I will be calling it ass to mouth. You can bet your bottom dollar.
What does that expression even mean? Bet your bottom dollar?
I've absolutely no idea, Bertrum. I just repeat what I hear in movies. Mostly pornographic movies. That's why sometimes when I'm playing a game, I will say, "Who's your daddy?" Or, "I have come to fix the fridge." Or, "My God, Mrs. Jenkins, what marvelous breasts you have." Right, so we're going to save Jennifer, kill this final boss, and all will be well with the world. I'm sure. Until Splatterhouse 3, anyway. So maybe I'll shut up for a little bit and let you enjoy the final few minutes of this playthrough, dear viewers. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this little video of mine, to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't enjoyed it, well then you can feel free to give me a thumbs down. But please remember the single most important thing I always tell you, dear viewer. Whether you like this game or not, that's neither here nor there. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. We're going back to the stay obsessed with gaming.
Okay.
Are you still here? Oh, you must have really enjoyed this video then. In that case, you had better subscribe to the channel and check out our other content. Otherwise, you're a booby pants, and no one wants to be a booby pants.